Okay, so we're about to show you how to make the perfect Irish coffee. Coming all the way from Johannesburg, South Africa. Okay, so you start with water boiled on renewable energy from a lithium battery.
Freedom One.
Made by Freedom One. Okay. And the idea here is to heat up the glasses because the glasses need to be hot so that you can create vapors when you pour the whiskey in, so that you can light the whiskey. You don't make the glass nice and hot. The whiskey is a real struggle to light. Okay. So in parallel, we've got a nice espresso machine going here with some really fresh coffee, some pure Arabica, medium roast beans from Ethiopia. Okay. So what I do now is I pour the hot water back in the kettle just to save energy. Alright. Because we don't want to pour it down the drain because it's already heated. We're going to use it, aren't we? What are we going to use it for?
Tea tomorrow.
Tea later, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm
How much?
going to fill the whiskey up. Now, of course, you have to have a proper Irish whiskey glass,
There's already sugar in there.
imported all the way from San Francisco. And of course, we charge the glass a little bit higher than the recommended line because the recommended line is always very conservative, right? And besides, we are going to burn some of it off. Now, why are we burning some of it off? Because some of it needs to go into the ether to keep the gods happy. Well, that's not the real reason. But the real reason is so that we can heat the walls of the glass up. What? Here we go. Now there's a trick to this. Okay, let me focus. You have to keep the glasses shuffling around a little bit, just so you make sure that you keep the vapors going around the edges of the glass by just keeping the whiskey coming up the side of the glass and then evaporating into the space inside the glass, creating enough heat to keep burning. See the flames there? Do you see the flames in there in the glass? Now, the glass walls are hot now. Now you mustn't make them too hot because otherwise it'll crack.
Yeah, we cracked the glass last
Yeah,
time.
this is learning the hard way, right? So I think the walls are hot enough. Okay, so now what you do is just this is now without COVID regulations, of course. Blow the flame out. Now we have to move before the glass cools down. Just put. Ideally, you should use coconut sugar. It's much healthier, but Alice ran out. So now we're using horrible cane sugar. Okay. Oh, of course, I didn't tell you that this is just a good old Paddy's Irish whiskey. Just, a good old cheap and cheerful. And now the next step is to pour the coffee in, right? So is the coffee ready, darling?
Yes.
Okay. So can I pour it in?
Yes.
How do I get this thing out of here?
Turn to the right.
Turn this thing.
No.
Hmm?
This thing.
Huh? Oh yes. Okay. So there's a bit of trick to this. See, I don't normally make the coffee. Okay. So now we're gonna. So now this is the next thing about the lines on the glasses. We're gonna pour it just below the line because the next line is the marker for the cream. But I always like a bit of extra cream, right? Extra whiskey, extra cream. This is what's important. Now, you must get pouring cream. Okay, doesn't say pouring cream on there, but you must get pouring cream. Don't get what's the other?
Thick cream.
Thick cream or
Whipping cream.
just whipping cream, no good. Okay, now the trick is to shake this just the right amount. You've shaken it already a bit, haven't you?
Yes.
but I don't think you shook it enough. Did you?
No.
Yeah.
You also need to explain what gadget are you using.
Oh, yes, I'm using an egg beater. Now, this is a traditional egg beater. It has these veins inside there. Ooh, oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay, hang on. You're gonna have to cut that out because I just saw on YouTube. Now I'm licking the glass. This is all the COVID-19 regulations. Okay. So you have to shake it enough to get enough air into it, right? Now you also have to stir the sugar into the coffee because the sugar must be mixed into the coffee so that it helps increase the density of the coffee, and then it reduces the amount of cream that actually mixes into the coffee. And the cream really has to be shaken just the right amount so that it's aerated enough so that it doesn't mix. Now this is always the biggest issue with amateur Irish coffee. It's the mixing of the cream, because it's not the right cream and it's not prepared correctly. And what you do is you pour it over a spoon so that it doesn't splosh into the coffee. See?
Perfect.
And voila! Oh, I love cream. Voila, my darling. 2 perfect Irish coffees to be enjoyed. Cheers.